First of all, I would like to thank the Latvian Union of Education and Science Employees. The invitation was a great idea to participate today in every teacher working day. Especially, I believe that the teacher is, and school is the second home of every person. So I was a student and I have studied 12 years in the school and then 11 years as a doctor in the medical faculty, and I understand very well what does it mean teacher and what does it mean teaching process.
Today in many Latvian schools there is opportunity for politicians and decision makers to shadow teachers, to take part in their lessons, to observe and to express then afterwards opinions, what we as politicians have experienced and what are our suggestions maybe or comments about the process.
First of all, I always try to support any activities of our civil society that are innovative and that try to engage people and make them more active, more aware and more open to new methods of operation. So this seemed an attractive project for me, and it's extremely useful because the members of parliament very often draft laws without seeing the reality in our schools, in our factories, in our agricultural farms and so on. So I always try to participate in outreach projects and to actually see how things that we legislate operate in practical life.
I believe that participation of MPs in such working day, I mean, especially if you attend from the morning till the end of the day, it would be a great opportunity for every MP to reevaluate this profession, teacher profession, and to try to give some help. I don't mean a help, just a moral one. I mean that we have to look as MPs on the budget of the education system. We have to look for the new education reform.
It's a very good activity for trade union part when putting together different social actors. This is school directors, teachers and schools with politicians. And politicians, I think, understood maybe more better problems and the reality of schools in society. When schools changing and teachers' roles changing, and today for teachers is more difficulties, more plus difficulties. An example for social difficulties, more in school coming more aggressive students. In example, society is more security problems for refugees. In example, but these all kinds of questions need talking and solving in school and teachers and teacher society. And I think this is so important, understood maybe a reality of teachers and reality problems of school today.
I've always been aware of the fact that to be a good teacher, it requires a lot of skill and energy. And this lesson actually showed very well that the teacher really was spending a lot of energy to keep the group going, to keep the youngsters interested. Because our young people live in the age where they have a lot of stimulants around them, they have a lot of information, we have very fast internet and the information exchange is very fast, and also there is a lot of very easily accessible information available. So to keep their attention on serious topics for 40 minutes is not that easy, and I saw that the teacher was really working on trying to get the attention, trying to keep the youngsters focused, and all my admiration goes to her for this excellent work.
For us as politicians, it's very important to provide opportunities for teachers to meet, to network, to have experience of exchange, good practices. And I think that motivation for teachers, just encouraging, enhancing them to be free, to be creative is very important. And I think that one of the challenges of the Latvian educational system is that we have fulfilled this educational institutions with many bureaucracy papers. And we have to make these teachers free of them, to give them more time to be creative in working and in preparing their lessons, in preparing methodological materials, and in finding something interesting for themselves.
I know that on the 5th of October we will celebrate the International Teacher Day. I would like to wish all teachers all over the world, first of all, to be healthy, because I'm a doctor, I understand what does mean health. If the teacher have a good health, then he can give a lot, and much more follow-up, update their knowledges, because we are living in such a time that education and knowledge is growing every day. So we have development of education system all over the world. So I wish them to follow up, I wish them health, I wish them power, and good job.
I wish all the best of success to all teachers in the world because they are the ones who really take the biggest share of caring for our next generations, and in their hands is very much the way and the manner how our next generations are going to be. So I myself respect their work immensely, and I wish all the best to them.